I mean, you guys can just vote me off, take the easy road out, but it's quite clear that Kid is running things, Sugar's a second, and then they're stringing Mark along because they know no one's gonna vote for him. So you know, just
I gotta
saying.
apologize to you, by the way, Miss.
That's all good.
I targeted the crap out of you because I thought you were Miles.
That's fine. But
One
yeah,
of these days, I will win a challenge.
all I gotta say is
One day.
if you just vote me out, you're gonna have a hard time getting rid of them.
Parker.
Kid and Sugar, they're just gonna take Mark to the end because Mark didn't even know he got to vote when he had immunity. He asked me, I'm not sure if I get to vote because he had individual immunity. Like, he does not know what's going on, and he'll not get any votes in the end. And Sugar and Kid know that, and they're just gonna take him, and they're gonna use the three of them to get rid of the majority alliance. So
I gotta ask you guys a question.
I don't think you have
All
good
ears.
shots with them. But yeah, that challenge was definitely interesting. I think it really helps with some of my social game. It was unfortunate to lose the challenge and not win individual immunity again. But I think a lot of what happened in that challenge was shifting a lot of the blame onto Kid Fears, which was sort of something that I had hoped would happen, and I definitely enforced it with a lot of the things I was mentioning along the way. But yeah, I don't know if any of you were thinking of actually going along with my plan, because it is easy to just vote me off tonight, but
What's your plan?
vote off Kid or Sugar. They're running the show. If you let them go any longer, they have the power alliance with them two.
That's why they wanted Bobby
and
out, because Bobby is...
following Mark as their goat. Then once it's down to just the majority alliance of 6 or whatever it is, they have the 3 of them against the 3 of you. And even if you vote together, you're still taking a chance. So they're gonna run it if they just pick off people not in the alliance.
So who are you saying is the power alliance?
Kid and
Kid,
Sugar
Sugar, who?
are the top 2, and they're just dragging Mark as a goat, Mr. Cool. And that's not gonna change, and the sooner you can get rid of them, the greater chance you have with other votes who aren't in the alliance.
So who do you think first? You think Kid?
I think
take
either
it-
of them. I don't think there's a chance either of them have the idol. They
There's
just
no way
played
Kid
it.
has another idol. He used it.
Kid's been snaking people too. So.
Yeah,
Exactly. If that challenge wasn't evident enough, he's considered the smartest player and least trustworthy. You
Yeah.
cannot leave someone like that in the game. I'm gonna try and shift some blame onto Kid Fears, and hopefully some people vote against him, meaning they won't vote against me. And that's essentially, there's gonna be a lot of scrambling, and I'm definitely gonna try to talk my way out of this one, considering Miles won immunity, so I feel like I would be the next target on the Minority Alliance because he is immune.
I'm just gonna go here because no one's joining my channel.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, we're just talking
Have a
about,
bunch discussion here.
we're trying to talk about voting off Kid or Sugar because they're running the show and they're dragging Mark along, so they're gonna be easy top 3 if we don't stop them.
We need to get rid of Kid. I'm fairly pissed right now. Kid used my idol without talking to me, without even acknowledging that I gave it to him. He just took it and used it without saying anything. So basically that and the idol Kid played, that was mine that I gave him the first session. And he said he would give it back to me when we
Exactly.
got to the merch.
Yeah, that's a dog.
It's a dog move.
Yeah,
Although Kid.
I would good too.
Same.
That's what makes it hard. Is like
Is Miles in on it?
but
We haven't heard him, but if all of us are
I
truly
think
in on
Miles
it,
might
what
be
is
with
that,
them.
6?
He said he was gonna
That's
scramble,
6.
but I don't think this is a thing he should.
We have
try
6,
and
that would be
scramble
6 to
on.
5. If the 6 of us
Yeah.
are truly voting Kid, we don't even need Miles. And I mean, he was in an alliance with me, but I mean, we're in the minority now, so I don't need to ally with him. Doesn't even matter to me.
I don't know. I think our little buddy thing is over now, and that I'm gonna have to try to get rid of him. He has a pretty big alliance. Hopefully, people start to notice that and vote him out. Start voting out his alliance, because if they don't, then they're just gonna steamroll the game, and well, we can't let that happen.
I don't know how I feel about that challenge because I want you guys to trust me, and I feel like everyone I've trusted.
Kid, I did not vote for you for least trustworthy. I want to know.
I didn't
I'm
vote
gue-
for
I'm
you,
guessing-
but
I'm
I
guessing
did put your name down.
Wait,
Right.
What's name?
I did not vote for you on the least trustworthy thing, but I figured that you would be the most common.
I don't really understand why I was labeled the least trustworthy because I haven't really
been given a chance to even betray anybody, and everyone that I've been in alliance with, I've stayed loyal to.
I'm not too happy about being voted the most unwanted.
I felt weird about being voted like the most trustworthy and then the most forgettable. That was a weird one for me.
I voted for
Yeah.
the most trustworthy because I played the fucking idol for you.
Yeah. I mean, that was...
Yeah, I voted
I voted
trustworthy
BJ
for you
on that, I'm
too,
not
Sugar.
gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's no way that anyone but BJ is gonna get this. And I'm like, alright. It's a very weird combination to get that. I'm the most trustworthy, but at the same time, one of the most forgettable, which I see positive and negatives to both. I mean, firstly, the people trusting me is probably people of my 7 that voted out Bobby, which is really good to think about, that most of them trust me and most of them think, hopefully they'll just stick with me then because they trust me. But at the same time, people are like, well, he's going to be the likable person, we shouldn't take him to the end, which, you know, fingers crossed that won't happen. But, you know, being the most forgettable again, most people will probably say, well, I need to sort of pick up my game and play a stronger game and blah, 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 blah. But if I'm not being seen, I'm sort of working my way to the end by not being seen. But if I get to the end, I can say so much good stuff. And I am thinking very long term here, don't get me wrong. If I make it this far into this game, but being invisible to people at this point in the game when there's 10 people left, I'm not going to complain about that, to be honest with you.
No. I mean, it's kind of like bittersweet that I got the most smartest award. Cause like...
Anyway, let's get down to business. Miles.
We need blowjobs in here.
Miles.
And A-Rod.
Miles is immune.
How close
Yeah.
are you to Scott?
I mean, I'm willing to do anything at this point.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty happy I won. That definitely, if it wasn't anonymous, Scott and I probably would have been first out, followed by like Tux and DYM, because I feel like us 4 are on the bottom. But you know, I kind of expected that they'd vote me for worse at PvP or PvE. I'm just not that great at Minecraft, not really care. There were some things that were pointed out, like a lot of negative things about Mark, and you know, that really frustrated him. And Kid was also seen as the least trustworthy, but the most mentally, most mental strategist. So I definitely think that put a target on his back.
Like, I'm sure everyone here has their own, like, number one. Like, I can kind of tell from this channel that Sam and Mark are each other's number, like, final 2 deal, and Sugar, you and Kid are...
Well, it's final 3, so...
Well, there's 4 of you in here, so that's awkward.
You'd be surprised, to be fair. I mean,
What does
here's
that
what...
mean?
Well, I'm trying not to give everything away, Kid. Thank you very much.
It's actually going to be 3 completely different people. We're all going to vote each other
Yeah,
out.
it's actually going to be Aaron, Tux, and Sir at the end.
However, I need to seem like I'm willing to go against Scott. I mean, ever since, I think right after Perp got voted out, Scott and I have been each other's, like, final 2. So I need to get the target off of Scott's back as much as I can. And I think the way I can do that is focus my efforts on DYM. He did go to exile and receive. I'm 90% positive he has an advantage in this game.
I'm honestly down for anybody, because the main reason that we voted for... I'm just going to let you know this now, Miles. The main reason we voted for Bobby is just so that Ambition Alliance couldn't, like, sweep the end.
Yeah, that's kind of the reason why, you know, like, Aoki, Scrib, and Bobby all went out in a row.
Yeah.
And also, I just did not trust Bobby at all, because every time me and Sugar, like, went off to go play checkers, he would be under the fucking checkerboard.
Yeah, we caught him, I think, 2 or 3 times, like, we're just playing chess.
And
To be fair,
I
sometimes
just didn't trust him.
Yeah, we
at
like
all.
share a sign or 2 just to say something, and I think Kid caught him twice under the checkerboard trying to sneak up on us, and he's like, what are you doing?
This game is crazy. I don't know who to really trust. I'm not sure if they trust me. But I do know that Kid, Sugar, Sam, Mark, and BJ are a close 5. And if we don't get one out now, they're gonna just steamroll this game.
I think
I
Aaron's
just need to know what's happening.
Aaron's a good vote, I think.
I do think Aaron's a good idea, just so we can eliminate the fear of an advantage.
Possibility. It
Yeah.
would be the worst.
Because I don't know.
User joined your channel.
Hey, VJ.
Hey, BJ.
Hey,
What's the
BJ,
word?
well, what's your opinion on the matter?
Who are you guys thinking?
Who were you thinking for? Like, what? Because
I
a whole thought.
don't any of them. because that discussion they just had, they've picked you two as power players.
Me and Sugar?
You and Kid.
Why? What have I done this game? I don't think
Well, I don't know. I forgot you existed, really.
I've been to tribal once.
I think the idle play definitely made a point of it, but yes.
So, tonight's vote is going to be a tough one. On one hand, I have a really strong alliance with a really strong player in Kidfist. However, going into this one and sending someone else home and leaving Kid still sitting at the very top of this tribe is incredibly dangerous for my position in the game. So I'm very torn with flipping on someone that's voted with me and helped keep me in this game and has promised me all kinds of crap.
How many? Okay, wait. Is A-Rod a part of that?
I think they may well just be playing that group. It's hard to know.
I would hope. So Aaron's not with us then.
As for what I'm expecting for Tribal tonight, I know a few people want Kid out. I don't know how others would react to it. I wouldn't be against it, even though he's came to me about a Final 5 deal with him, BJ, Sugar, and Mark.
Listen to me, right? This needs to be clear. Kid is a power player. Don't want to take him to the end. I've already gone over this with Mark and Sam. A-Rod, you know, you got to agree with me. If Kid goes to the end, he wins against anybody. But we need him right now. I think all of us can agree that. So if us four, BJ and Kid vote together, if you guys want to do Minecraft, I'm okay with that. Preferably, I'd prefer Scott. But if you
Yeah, I was
obviously
thinking of Scott too.
Yeah. If you guys want to do Minecraft, I'm happy. But if it was up to me, I would do Minecraft.
I am worried a bit about because DYM's going to probably pair up with Tux as well, and then they also have the advantage to deal with, so...
If it's...
A lot of people are saying that Kid should go next, not only because he's kind of a big threat, but like he's making himself the big threat. He's playing very hard, too hard to be honest, this early.
But also, so, like, what's your thoughts on voting tonight?
I honestly don't care as long as it's someone that's not us.
Well, Miles heard us when we were talking about getting rid of Aaron, so I kind of want to get rid of Tux.
You think Tux?
I don't trust him.
I-
A lot of people are kind of going around and splitting off into little groups, so it's making me feel really uneasy, especially with Sugar and BJ, my two closest alliance members, going off. It's very unsettling, but everything should go to plan. Also,
Right,
real quick, Sugar.
Go, sorry. Yep.
Miles just heard us all talking about voting out Aaron.
Yeah,
I'm guessing he's going to relay that information, so I think we should vote for Tux.
we have been speaking to either do Tux or Scott.
I would rather do.
Tux would be an easy vote. It would come out of nowhere if it was
Yeah,
just vote, right?
that's the whole. I just
think
want to
Tux
make
is the one
sure.
to do as well, 'cause
I want them to
Scott's
not
exactly
expect
never
it.
gonna be done.
Right, let's
want
go
to
down.
not expect
A-Rod,
it.
your pick.
Hmm?
Who would you pick?
Probably Scott.
BJ?
I think we should go Tux over Scott just because Scott.
I agree with that.
Okay, so those I would prefer Scott.
I
Mark,
would prefer Scott.
Sam?
I think we should go Scott. So I think he is probably just the safe vote tonight, just so he's gone, and then things get a lot less everywhere, I guess. Because to be honest, like right now, there's like 7 different plans just being thrown around. I don't know which one of them is the right one to go with. So I think we're just gonna get rid of the person doing that, and then there will be a lot less confusion, hopefully.
I'm being honest, I think I've had a turret on my back the past 2 for some reason. Just
Yeah, well,
It's getting to the
if-
point where I think
if-
people are realizing I don't have much potential here because I haven't really contributed as much as anyone else. As much as I understand that Kid might be one of the stronger competitors here, I don't think that's enough on its own to get Kid as many votes as it would take to get him out. Realistically, I think Mark is probably the most likely to leave just because of how much he's avoided up to this point. And if he manages to stay in past this point, I think the game will be very interesting considering.
And you know, I was in that channel just listening to them trying to gather intelligence, and as soon as BJ entered, he spilled the beans that you guys were saying either Kid or Sugar as power players.
So BJ's not with us then.
Clearly
Yeah.
not. As of this point, there have definitely been idols played, and I, for one, am not exactly sure how many. As someone who has not found any idols or even seen an idol at this point outside of a tribal. I can't really say if there's any left in play or if there's any up for grabs still, but in terms of twists, I think if anything's going to shake up the game, it's definitely going to be those. It's just a matter of who it's played on and how the rest of the players base their votes around those idols. I think that's going to make the game really interesting.
Fuck. I'm probably just dicked then.
I don't know.
'Cause-
I
'cause
honestly
it-
think they might go for me.
I think it's
a
me or him.
50-50.
I honestly think we're...
But if they're still in the power seat, like, we need one of them.
User left your channel.
And
Kid is the most devious player left, and he's also been able to talk to the most people.
And
Also,
no one,
I'm just gonna say
none of
this.
them are willing to vote against him because they're in
Sam
the
is
majority alliance.
extremely slimy. Like, he's super wishy-washy and back and forth. I trust him less than Kid.
Okay, well, Kid needs to go first.
I think
Because
true.
part of, yeah.
we can't rally enough troops to vote out Sam. We can vote out Kid and then get rid of Sam right away. We could use Sam's
Once
vote
Kid
to
is
vote
gone,
out
I think
Kid
his
and then
leadership
vote
is
out
kind
Sam.
of
I
gonna
don't
be-
think...
Do we want to lead on everyone and say we're voting out Kid when in reality we go for Sugar?
I say
I have a feeling that would backfire pretty easily, I'm not going to lie to you.
With me, you, Mark, and Sam,
Yep.
that's what we've been talking about Final Four, if you're cool with that.
Okay, so that means you want to get rid of Kid.
Kid is playing... I don't want to get rid of him yet. I want to take him, obviously, down the line. But here's the thing, BJ. If we take Kid to the enemy or you, we're going to get screwed.
We're gonna get screwed. I 100% agree.
Okay, so we're not going to do it yet. I'm just saying, just want to let you know that
Okay.
it's... Yeah.
Alright, I'm
I'll-
gonna give you a real talk.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Mischevous has convinced his entire side to vote Kid.
Kid.
Yeah.
Right. I mean...
Now that's on what Kid told me to do.
Okay.
But if we want to get rid of him, this is the time to do it.
So it's a tough vote at the moment. My heart is thinking I'm gonna vote Kid. And hopefully we can end up with the numbers either way. I know from talking to people like Misk and Miles that that's what they're thinking as well, is Kid's the power player and Kid needs to be sent home. I know Sugar does not want to vote Kid at all, and to vote against him as well might really risk my spot in this tribe.
So, this is what we're thinking, Aaron, if you're cool with it.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously we're going to vote normal tonight, but the final five will ideally be us three, Sam, and Mark. Are you cool with that?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Then, if you want to even go further with that, I'm happy for this to be final three. If you guys don't want to do that yet, I'm understanding, but...
Hang on, it was Mark and who?
Mark and Sam, simply Sam.
Okay, alright.
If
we're
you
gonna
guys
take anyone
are
out of that,
happy-
I'd say Mark first.
Yeah, I mean, we're just going to pick off the easy ones first, we'll take out Kid, Mark and Sam will eventually go, and then we have us three. If you guys are cool with doing that now, this could be easily the final three.
When would you say Kid?
They changed the
User
idols.
joined your channel.
Okay, hello.
Okay, so blowjobs.
Yes.
We're gonna kind of trickery them.
Okay.
I want you to keep the idol on you just in case it actually is.
Okay.
Because I don't know if they changed it for merge, but
Yeah.
tell
No, this-
Scott
this
that
was
you're
before
going to
merge.
use the
This was
idol.
before merge.
Tell Scott that you're going to use the idol on him, and that you're like voting for me.
Okay, so let me run through this. You want
Go
me to
through it.
tell them to vote for you?
Yes, and that you have the
Tell
idol and that
Scott
you're
I'm
going to save
play
Scott.
an idol on him,
Yes.
but no one wants me to actually use the idol. Okay, that's fine.
Don't actually use the idol though.
Sugar especially is a close ally. I don't know if I could call Kid and I are working towards the same goal, but I don't think that makes us aligned, because I don't think he would hesitate to send me home if he needed to. So that scares me. He's way too smart a player, and my heart's leaning towards Kid Fist, but if they can convince me otherwise, honestly my vote's really up in the air still.